brilliant. If you are standing and if you are not operating anything, you are welcome to join in. We're going to connect with the divinity within us so that we can speak and dial in and share, not from the level of the mind, but really from this depth of the soul. So if you're ready, so allow yourself to come into the stillness that I am moving into the field now. Allow this light that moves so quickly to come closer to your third eye, between your brows. You can keep your eyes open, your eyes closed, whatever that feels good for you. And really allow your presence to infuse this space. Feel the nerve endings of your third eye. Feel how wide your third eye can really open. Be present to the cellular memories that are coming alive as you stay in this space between your brows. Letting it totally receive the divine light that is being reflected back to you from the field. And let the light extend itself deeper through your third eye and into the center of your head. Be the light now. As you're seated there, you can close your eyes. Turn the handles of the stars inward. And gaze upon this galactic magnificence that is within your head. The great dome. And letting your mind receive the codes of remembrance. That it doesn't need to fight and protect and control and fear and contract. Because the mind is actually truly made to serve your soul. Gently allow this knowing open up the crown of your head and let a waterfall of light come through, gently washing away all the debris, all the edginess, all the thorns, all the crustiness from this logical, protective mind, to reveal the pearlescent light within. Malleable, fluid, and extraordinary. And now bring that mind into the aura that surrounds you, that is you. Let that sink into the mind, the golden light that surrounds you. Feel and truly let yourself experience, open up to it, to be breathed by this golden light. From above and below, front and back, and left and right. And breathe lower. Breathe the light as it breathes you. Breathe it into your belly, below the navel if you can. Let it expand wide, this wisdom center. And see if you can inhale even deeper, raising your expansion up to the solar plexus, the seat of power. And even more into the heart, the seat of your love. And even more to the upper lobes of your lungs if you can. Hold it, expand it. Let the wings behind you, the shoulder blades spread out. And let the tips of your wings touch your auric field. Hold your breath. Chin back. And out breath up through the throat, through the third eye, and out through the crown. All the way out. And bring it back down. Inhale. Cutting through the ethers, down the crown, in through the third eye, through the throat, heart, all the way down the solar plexus, cut through the light into the root chakra, tailbone. And exhale out into the earth. Let the secret heart of the earth hold you. Root in. Divinity on legs. Feel it. Feel you. And when you're finally here, sink even deeper. With the backs of your fingertips against each other now, at the level of your tailbone, your pelvic bowl, you're going to slowly trace this fountain of light as it comes up. You're not moving your arms up, you're not forcing anything, you're simply following, tracing the light as it moves up through the channel that runs through the core of your being. All the way to the throat, your face. Take your time. If you're going slower, that's great. If you're going faster, that's all good. When you arrive at the top, bring it down. Feel the fountaining down, brought down by the gravity that holds you. Again, your fingertips are really tracing. They're not moving it. They're just following. And one more time, we're going up this time. Slowly. At the top, hold it there. Look up. This great celebration, this golden chalice raining down upon you. And release back down, tracing the toric field that surrounds you, this aura that's holding you, that is you, not separate. And finally now we're going to come up from the bottom, arms out, trace it upward. Like a wing the wingspan is moving up. So you're just carried, your arms are carried by this energy. It's coming up. And when you arrive at the top, hold it there. Let's meet together. One hand on top of another, bring it down, and place your hands on the crown of your head. Reconnecting this channel from the top to the bottom, as above, so below. And releasing, coming out to the front, bring this pressure down, like you're pressing something from like an injection needle that you're just pressing in. Bring it all the way down into the space below the navel. One hand on top of another, place it right there. Just bring it inward. Beautiful. Let all the little strands of energy come deeper and deeper into this vortex below the navel, the dantian. And bring it forward. Bring your divinity forward. What does it feel like? What does it look like? What does she look like to you? Let me know in a few words how you're feeling as we slowly come in. It's so beautifully still that I feel like there needs no words. I just want us all to feel this. I'm going to start off by saying that today, what brought me in here is really the truth about surrender. The truth about surrender. And I want you to take a deep breath when you hear that. There is so much about what we have built our world with that surrender asks of us. It's beautiful. Yeah, I want to acknowledge the comments that I'm seeing here, that Grace is saying in some pain today and that helped my body to relax. Yeah. Everything is energy and everything begins as energy. And so I always have no doubt that pain that we feel so physically can also be reversed through energy. And we can get deeper into that, of course, but thank you for sharing that, Grace. Claire says, I saw myself as golden light. Yes, that is exactly who you are. That is exquisitely who we all are. Who else feels that way as well? And who else feels like it's so hard for me to really recognize myself as divinity on legs? To recognize that I'm not here to strive and control and panic and avoid and react. That I am actually here to bring light into form. That I am spirit in motion. That I am divinity on legs. That whole point of coming to this world in this physical form is for the divine to live through me. Is for the divine to understand itself. Is for the divine to see her own face. To experience what it's like to be divine. Because in the formlessness that it is, there is no way that it can experience. Only in physical form can we fully experience, sense and taste and feel and touch. But have we forgotten in the midst of this experience who we really are? And please breathe. In deep surrender, I can feel who I am. And this surrender is not defeat. It's not laziness. It's not doing nothing even. This surrender is truly allowing that higher power to recognize herself within me. This surrender is allowing myself to be taken. This surrender is like an artist who sits in front of an empty canvas. And instead of willing the inspiration to come, instead of willing and forcing the muse to appear, I am dialing deeper within. And if I know, and I can know, and you can know, that it's not the time yet to put paint to the canvas, I need to be willing to step away from the canvas and say, not right now. With the knowing that something great is absolutely going to appear. But also, at the same time, very willing to accept the fact that perhaps this greatness is not going to mean anything. It could appear in another time. It could be in another timeline. And that timeline requires me to shift into it. What that means, in other words, is that this requires me to become that version who is aligned with the frequency of that creation. And what does that mean even more? Let's dig deeper. We spoke about energy being everything, right? Energy is everything. The divine lives in everything. The divine is you. You are not separate from the divine. If you don't resonate with the word divine, you can go with the words unified field, the universe, God even. But here, as we flow with the Tao, which is something that I resonate very deeply with, what we're doing is that we are realizing that we are not actually separate from what created the cosmos. We are the cosmos. We are made of the same thing. And so instead of wasting energy in debating what God is, I really want us to start to move our attention within, not externally. No more about debates about this scripture or that. Those are all incredible, excellent pointers. But what I really want you to dial into today with me is your own presence. The divine presence, you can call it inspiration, you can call it imagination, but if you are here, I trust you know what I'm talking about. So I will keep going in the direction that I'm going, the way I teach, the way I share this with my clients, the way that I speak. So if you're new here, welcome. This could be like a hard landing for you, but like welcome. If you're like Tanya, who is like a long time admirer, thank you, Tanya. Like, let's go. Let's skyrocket out of this 3-dimensional state that keeps us trapped and forgetful. Claire is saying exactly that. Daily life demands so much of our attention to doing, trying to keep us away from reflecting ever on our divinity state. Thank you for the reminder. This is excellent because divinity actually is where you are now. How can it not? If you are divine, how can it not be there? Including your daily life. There is a beautiful Zen quote I love. Chop wood, carry water. What is Zen? To be Zen is to chop wood, carry water. To be divine is to chop wood, carry water. To be divine is to be able to find the sacred in everything that you're doing. It can be in your bank account. It can be in your garden. It can be in the dirty dishes. It can be in your flowers. It can be in the table that you're putting your laptop on. It can be in your laptop. It can be in your phone. It's in your hair. It's in your cells. It's in you. It's in the necklace that you carry meaning in. It's in the crystals that you work for healing. It's in the tea that I work with in ceremony. It's in the bowl that I hold to carry, to be the vessel for the exquisite tea. The sacred is in everything. And if we consistently continue to think that it is separate, and I trust you don't think of that consciously, of course, but you do it. You do it when you say, I go about my daily life and I forget. You do it when you say, oh, that's really nice, but I have children and I don't think I can get childcare. You do it when you say, I have to manage a big business and of, employees of a size of this, and I can't be in my divine state, because you have this idea what the divine state is that is completely misaligned with what the true divine state is. And also a misunderstanding of surrender. And why is it important for us to surrender? Because without surrender, the mind will be caught up in protecting, enforcing, in strategizing. How do I get my way? How can I manipulate this tone of voice so that they can understand what I'm trying to get? And please breathe. And all that is going on is a loop that is decisions made based on memory. Things that are caught up in the web of your subconscious that you have never faced, that you don't want to face, because your mind constantly thinks it's really bad. Let's not. Otherwise, I can't survive this. Oh, Grace, you're hitting all the points. Thank you. I exactly wanted to talk about this. Grace is saying the mind does such a bad job of that. Why do we keep trying to use it? Laughing emoji. Because the mind has forgotten what it's here to do. It's actually here exactly doing what it's meant to be doing, but in the wrong way. It is here to protect. It's here to serve. But what it's really meant to protect and serve is the soul, not its own agenda. And please breathe. We have a higher mind. We all do. But it's scarcely used. I can 100% tell you, probably 0.001% of the world actually access that. What's happening is that the linear, logical, protective mind is overriding your soul. Because we have been, the moment that we are born, we're so beautifully divine. And it's never changed. It's just that we start to bring in all these things from the external. We observe, the mind is observing, the mind is experiencing, and in its forgetfulness, and by the way, we are meant to forget. Let's not be hard on ourselves on this. We are meant to forget. Even Buddha forgot. The Buddha had to forget. In his great palace, he had to forget until he arrived at the Bodhi tree. And he awakened. So this is the mission. Okay? We forgot. But we are arriving, and I can say this quite collectively. I feel all of us feel this, and everyone is dealing with it in a different way. But I really feel that we are arriving at a place where we're noticing. We're scratching the veil. Something is out there that is very different from my conditioning and from the way I've been brought up to believe life is. But can I really believe that I am divinity on legs? Can I really live that life? I've seen some people who ran away from this veil of illusion, but I'm not sure if it's meant for me. It could work for them. I'm not sure for me. And some others, they say, yeah, they did it. I'm going to learn from them. I'm going to learn everything. Oh no, I followed everything they did, but it didn't work for me. That sucks. It's a lie. Wealthy beings are bullshit. Being wealthy, doing what I love is bullshit. Being divine and trusting and surrender is bullshit. All right, that's another one. And then there are those people who just don't want to know because it's too scary to know. It's too scary for the mind to know. How can I do things without the rules anymore? I don't know who I am without the identities that they put on me. I don't know who I am without chasing after the respect and chasing after the love. I don't know who I am if I don't stop working and climbing and striving. Like, who am I? And the biggest thing for women, resting is a bad thing. Giving myself the best thing is the bad thing. I'm a bad bitch. Right? Yes, Claire is saying, I'm always in a race just to keep up with daily life. I want to be able to slow down. Slow down. Do it. Why is this so hard? Because somebody out there has put it in your subconscious that it's really bad to slow down, Claire. It's very bad for a woman to slow down because the minute you slow down, you will lose out. The minute you give something of you, you lose out. The minute you give something of yourself, someone out there will snatch it up. And the minute you receive help from someone, that means you need to give something about yourself back to all of them. So I can't feel free to accept support. I can't feel free to slow down. I can't feel free to be who I am. Because what if they don't accept me? When I am who I am, when I speak my truth, if they don't accept me, then what? I'll be ostracized. I'll be rejected. I will be disavowed. And so as a consequence, we choose to disavow ourselves. We choose to abandon our soul instead. And are you happy doing that? Are you truly happy? And then we get into this really smart, this mind, this ego is really smart. It gets into a state. It goes like this. Well, I can't really speak my truth, but I'm so grateful. I am actually really, really grateful. I'm really grateful for like the things I have in my life. Like it's not much, but I'm really grateful. Like he doesn't get me, but I'm grateful for him. He puts a roof over my head. No, we don't have like a spicy, super passionate love, but even though that's what I want, but I think it's okay. Like I'm super grateful that he's nice to me. He's really kind. Like that job isn't something I don't really love it, but I'm really grateful that it pays me well. Like I know they can pay me a lot more, but, and I know they don't really see me, but like I should be grateful, right? I should be grateful. Because the conditioning is, hey girl, you gotta be grateful. You gotta be grateful that they let you open a bank account. Hey girl, you should be so grateful that they let you wear whatever you want these days. Back in the day, they executed you. Back in the day, they wouldn't even allow you to have a herb pantry. They call you a witch and they burn you at the stake. As women, we have important things to do right now. Our new legacy is being written by every action we take, every embodied knowing we bring into our lives. We gaslight ourselves so much. The call is coming from inside the house. How do we change the channel, Amber? To change the channel, first things first, as a woman, we have to really stop victimizing ourselves. And I say this with so much love. And by the way, do you know why I could say all of those things just now? Because I have been there. I have been there. I have been there. And it's not something I just pluck out of the air. I feel it in the field. It's very present right now. And the work we are here to do is to unravel what these things are coming up asking us. It's not here to hurt us. It's not here to swallow us whole, even though in a way it is here to swallow your ego whole. But it really is to unveil, to really take down the scaffolding, to take down the glamour of the victimization that we've been holding ourselves in and reveal the divinity that is you. And it is really important that you hear this. I'm totally like for all the shadow work that we are here to do, right? The things that we need to unravel, like, the therapy, the stuff, like great if it works. But what I often see and I have experienced personally is that it comes to a point where it no longer works. And I want to tell you this. The reason why it feels like it doesn't work anymore is because there is zero acknowledgement of who you really are, what you're really made of, which is the divine. You know, I used to ask this question all the time. What am I here for? It's like that Barbie song, right? Like, what am I here for? Who am I? And I don't ask that question anymore because I know exactly who am I and I know what I'm here for. And it's not your job. It's not your great grand titles. Those are incredible things. I'm not asking you to like leave your house and go into the caves and be Buddha. No. I'm saying these are the things you're here to experience and sense and touch and feel, but who you are should be the foundation of where you're building this from. Because the divine in you wants to experience it, period. That's it. The divine in me wants to experience wealth. The divine in me wants to experience beautiful peonies. The divine in me wants to drink in divine exquisite tea from the motherland so that I can remember that I am one with grandmother earth. And then I become more invested in grandmother earth. Like, how can I help propagate a healthy earth ecosystem? These are things that we're here to do, but it's built upon the foundation that I am divinity on lakes. I don't wait for the government to change. I don't wait for the system to change. I am divinity on lakes. Now, what can I be here to contribute? And not just physically, but energetically. Because a flip of the switch of my energy can literally shift my entire reality. And I've seen this happen for myself. I've seen this happen for my clients. We are here. And my job in my mentorship is to help you, to guide you to how you can align your mind to this divine quest, this divine remembrance that it's here to serve the soul, not its own agenda to protect. It's never changed in that sense. It's always been here to serve. But what is it serving? Contraction? Fear, control, feeding into the great void of nasty negative news and you believing into it, you're buying into it. That again is victimization. That again is disavowing your truth. Just because the whole world is saying that means it's the truth, even though deep in you, you know it's not the truth. And so how can we open the doors? How can we open the door to allow divinity to enter more and more into our lives so that we can embody it, so that we can lead from it, so that we can create from it? How? Definitely not on the level of the mind. We have to come back to the soul. We have to come back to working with energy. We need to work with the flow in the meridians. And of course, we need to learn to still the mind. And by the way, I want to be very clear. Our mind is not meant to be shut up. Our mind is not bad. Okay? We're not meant to cut the mind out. The mind needs to come. Otherwise, we will never have a whole, holy being standing before us. We will always be short of something because the whole idea of being fully present is that every part of you needs to be present, right? And in deep surrender, Thank you. In deep surrender, we can allow these doorways to start to open up. And I want to share with you that my tea ceremony activations is a place where we can allow the alpha state to converge in the body, in the mind, and in the soul. To open up the meridians again so that they can be like these beautiful crystalline flowing pathways that you see when you're in the airplane and you're looking down on this landscape. Like it should look like that, all lit up, flowing golden rivers. That's what we are meant to be. And there's nothing wrong with you that you need to fix. There's nothing bad about your mind. We need to get that very straight. We really need to get that very straight. Because I think a lot of us, with well-meaning efforts, have been trying so fucking hard to shut down the mind or quiet the mind. But it's not that. It's really redirecting the mind to do its job, its real job, serving the soul. So I want to take a moment here and take you into that so that you can feel it yourself. Just a little while here. Not the whole thing, but this is still very powerful. So who's with me? Who wants to come along? Let me know in the comments. We'll get started in a bit. To feel your divinity. How does that feel like? Firstly, allow yourself to open, come into a seated position if you can. And set the intention, a gentle intention. It doesn't have to be like a solid declaration. It can be if you wish to, if you're ready for that. But just really allow yourself to set the intention, to intend that you're no longer going to live based on your memories. And this includes things you have experienced, things that your body has experienced. And start to drop into your body. Allow your mind to drop into the body. The body is not a solid, fixed structure. It's a vibrational, energetic object. Let's put it that way. So I want you to let yourself bring your mind. Let your mind pierce deeper through the surface of your skin, deep into your fascia, and even deeper to your vibratory cells. Once again, let your third eye open. Really allow the nerve endings to come alive. Bring your mind even deeper now into the center of your head. And open up the crown of your head. Let a great waterfall of light wash over you. And let this open your perception wider to perceive you greater than this body. The aura that flows through you as you. This aura is not just hovering around you, and it's also not just radiating from the body. This aura generates your physical body. Feel it breathe you. Breathe the aura into your belly and breathe it out through your pelvic bowl into the tailbone and down into the earth. Let your breath become quieter. See if you can keep breathing through the belly, exchanging light with the aura around you without moving your upper diaphragm. So breathe into the belly, bringing the light in from the aura, front and back, left and right, above and below, and out through deep into the earth. Once again, into the belly, and out into the earth. Feel the luminous aura, the golden egg that is extending even further out into the field of limitless potential, of oneness. And start to play with this energy. You can direct the movement of the chi. Inhale into the heart level now. And exhaling all the way down through the solar plexus, through the lower dantian, out through the sacrum, out through the tailbone, out through the hip joints, into the thighs. Really fill up the thigh and the shins with this godlike brilliance. Let it enter into your souls. Let your souls burn with its presence. Let yourself be free to fully allow this to enter you. And then breathe it back up all the way into your pelvic bowl. Let it fill up your lower dantian. Let it be full. Direct the light. It is our awareness that determines how the waves are shaping our reality. So take a moment here as you breathe into the belly and out through the belly, what you want to feel in your reality. The physical is the projection of our energy field. What is the feeling of the divine in you? Let this all-encompassing life force that shapes and creates all creations at the speed of light enter you. Let it enter your spine, weaving through each vertebrae, all the way entering into the neck, at the base of your skull, into the top of your head, down to your face. Let it enter through your eyes and your third eye. The feeling of awe, the feeling of grace, the feeling of surrender. Let it enter through your sternum. Relax, release the pressure from the sternum. Let it take it into the heart, opening the heart. Let the resistance go. The front of the heart, the back of the heart, let the shoulder blades relax and expand. Let the solar plexus open, drop down. Let the lower dantian swallow up the solar plexus. Let it drop in. Let it all go. Let this golden flow of the river of life flow through your core, up, down, and down, up. From the base of your body to the top of your head and beyond. And from beyond down to the base of your body and beyond below you. Let this channel become full and solid. This is divinity flowing through you. Drink it in. Be breathed by it. In my soul, there is a temple, a shrine, a mosque, a church where I kneel. Prayer should bring us to an altar where no walls or names exist. Is there not a region of love where the sovereignty is illumined? Nothing. Where ecstasy gets poured into itself and becomes lost. Where the wing is fully alive but has no mind or body. In my soul, there is a temple, a shrine, a mosque, a church that dissolve in the divine. And what emerges is you. Bring yourself back slowly. Open your eyes. And bring your palms together, rub them. Bring the warmth into your hands. You are alive. You are living through this body. Bring it to your kidneys, lower back. Warm them, massage them. Rub them again. Bring it to your heart space. Rub down the front of your chest, front of your belly, solar plexus. You can also rub through your face if you want. And your neck, base of the skull, definitely. And your third eye. Your ears. You're free. Let me know how you're feeling. Hello, Laura. You may feel like there are some readjustments in your body. So let yourself move. If you want to even gyrate your body, your pelvic bowl. Oh, so good. You feel more fluid, more enlivened. Yes. As a feminine, your energy is meant to be fluid. Yeah. Even in stillness, there is a dynamic energy that is arising. So you want to be able to support that. You want to be able to hold that. When you're living a life of ceremony, you always have this stillness within you to hold it as you expand and elevate and do the great things that you're here to do. Amber says that was lovely, amazing. Thank you. And so, thank you for being here. I'm so grateful that we get to do this. I genuinely want to do more of this. Grace said, I felt a big release physically and emotionally. Freaking amazing, my love. That's great. I am going to take you even deeper on May 7th. So if you are interested, the Golden River of Life is on the link in my bio, in my page. You can check that out. There are all the information there. And not just working with energy, you're going to be working with really ancient wild growth tea from indigenous origin. And as Adrian, you're asking, there will be a recording for this entire experience, and you will also receive the tea to work with. So if this is something you're interested in, please check it out. You will find all the information there. If you have any questions, you can share that with me via DM. So you will be able to really take this with you and work with it. And I can also have my direct eyes on you, what you're going through, and there will be an illumination working with your energy field as well when you are with me there. So the Golden River of Life, May 7th, live or on replay. That will be then. But today you had a glimpse, and I want to thank you for being here. If you want to catch the recording of this and you want to comment, share more, my Instagram is the place to go. Thank you so much. And again, if you haven't heard, I've got a podcast, so you can check that out on Spotify as well. Thank you for all of you. You're also amazing for holding this field. Don't ever shortchange yourself. It's time that we really rise, and the time is now. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Meg. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. It's so great to be here with all of you. Thank you, Grace. Any more questions? Keep it coming. Thank you so much for being here. Amber, my IG is on my profile page as well. You can look up, I am Li Ying Lim. Drop in and say hello for sure, please. I would love that. Thank you, Laura. Grateful for all of you. Okay. I guess that's it for everyone. Yeah. Make sure I don't miss any.